Hello guys, so gonna make a video about karma, and just so you know, karma is a very complicated kind of topic. One, the doling out of karma, and two, the like how to mitigate karma, or how to like deal with dealing out karmas, how God does that stuff and all that thing. And I'll start off with karma is doled out every 7 years. So there's a sowing season in the beginning of the first 7 year, the first years, and then at the end of the 7 year cycle. So when you're seven, and then when you're 14 or 15, and then when you're like 27, and then 44, and then 60, and then but all in between there's the 7 year things. I'm not gonna do the math because I don't want to do the math, and I could, but I won't. Anyway, so the thing is, so that's the beginning of like the first year is the sowing season where you plant the seed, and then there's like the gestation period of growing, and then there's the harvest. And then I wanted to talk about how, like, if someone's rude to you or someone attacks you or hurts you, don't get back at them. Don't get back at them. Let them be rude to you. Let them be mean to you. Let them attack you. I mean, obviously, defend yourself. Like, if someone's gonna pull out a gun at you, that's different. Because, like, I mean, what are you gonna do? You give them your money, obviously, but and which is good. I mean, anyways, that's a long story because it's a complicated issue. But like, if someone wants to fight you and like wants to punch you in the face, it's not. I'm not saying let them punch you in the face. Run away or walk away or just disarm the situation. But like, the more people do that to you, because it's like, a lot of people get not a lot, but people that are harassed in towns and like in cities and stuff, and like people that get like abused by people. I'm not saying don't like get legal repercussions, but I'm not giving advice or anything like that. But like, usually it's best to like let karma do the work for you, because karma means that God is working for you, and then so God will give you the benefits of the bad seed that those people planted against you. So, if for instance, like, I had a dentist fuck up my teeth, and then so instead of like suing her or like punching her in the face, which whatever, I thought about honestly, I thought about it because it really fucked up my teeth. Instead of doing that, like, I just didn't do anything, and then so right now I'm in like my halcyon days, meaning the best days of my life. And like, it's not just because my dentist fucked up my teeth, but it's part of the reason is that. But I mean, not a big reason. Like, part of the reason is that oh, I got a knot in my hair. Hold on. Part of the reason is that I've sown a seed of like success by reading a lot of books, because I'm an author. So the best way to have success as an author is to read and write, and read and write and do the work to get published, all that stuff. And I'm a musician, so I would buy guitars. Not a lot of guitars, but I would buy guitars and I'd play open mics all the time. I played open mics all the time, and I got myself out there, and then I started recording on SoundCloud and like iTunes and stuff like that. So I would do all the legwork and practice and stuff, and then I'm also a writer, musician, and fine artist. And then ever since I was young, I'd be drawing and painting. So it all comes back to you full circle. And like, if it doesn't come back to you in the first 7 year cycle, like if you start off when you're 1 years old and you start drawing a lot, and then 7 years you don't see any results. You may see the change in like skill level. Obviously, you'll see a change in skill level if you work hard. But like, maybe you don't see the results at 7, but you'll see the results at like 44 years old or 27 years old. So you never know when it's going to happen. It's all due to astrology. And like, at the years when you're 44 years old and when you're 60 years old, that's when scientists say that you age the most. And right now I'm 45 years old. So I guess this is how much I've aged. And like, I don't really look that old, really. I mean, I would say I look like I'm 26 and a half years old. I look, I, except for my teeth and all that stuff, but I look like I'm 26 and a half years old. Being generous, of course, and like, so whatever. But I'm 45 years old, so taking care of yourself, taking care of your teeth, which I don't necessarily always do. But like the problem is, anyways, that's another subject. But like, taking care of your diet, what you consume. I smoke, so that's definitely an issue, because I started when I was young. I started when I was 16 or maybe even 15 years old. I started smoking in the Dominican Republic. I mean, I don't regret it, but like I'm gonna see the repercussions later on. I know I am. I'm gonna see the repercussions because like even David Lynch, he was diagnosed with emphysema. But there's a lot of benefits for smoking cigarettes, anyways, that people don't talk about because it's so dangerous. But like it's a very spiritual act. Smoking cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes is a very spiritual act, and like gets you closer to God. And marijuana and cigarettes, they get you closer to God. And like there's no simple way to say that you're metabolizing your life. You're losing valuable minutes of your life for a closer connection to God. But is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't know. Sorry, I have like some my like piercing itches and stuff. Anyways, so you're sacrificing, you're like cannibalizing your moments of health for spiritual experiences. And like if you all anyway, so and that's the way it is. So 44 and the age of 60 years old is when you age the most dramatically. So if you if you're 45 and you see how much you've aged and how you look aged, then like you'll see that like, oh, you made it. And like, look, I got some like sparse patches of hair here, and like it's growing. Actually, some of this stuff is growing, and some of the stuff is the camera. And I haven't showered in a little bit, so it doesn't really look that full. But when I shower, it looks fuller. But yeah, so anyways, the thing is, it's like, um I'm taking care of myself. I'm right now. I have this little bringaraj or kadash little herb that I put in the cheek of my mouth, that increases hair growth. And like and it even starts to like grow little, like, see, this camera's so weird, but like even starts growing little hairs that become full hairs later on. And like I gotta thank the Indians and the Chinese people for their knowledge, for their secret knowledge. And like if you really want perfect health without going to the doctors, the Western doctors. I'm not saying don't go to the Western doctors, but like before, a preemptive would be, before you get sick, study Ayurveda and Chinese medicine. I don't know what Chinese medicine is called. If anybody wants to comment and say like, oh, this is what Chinese medicine is called, let me know, or let other people know. I'll look it up later. And so that like acupuncture and the reflexology, that's one of the aspects of Chinese medicine. But like there's other aspects. So anyways, and feng shui too, for feng shui for health, because there's a health sector in the middle of the room. And like usually it's good to put like orange, bright orange, or a good color that maximizes health in the middle of the room, because the middle of your rooms, of each room, is the health sector, just so you know. So keep that clean. And if you have a bed in the middle of the room, don't have any congested like things in there. And so anyways, 44 and the age of 60 is when you age the most. And so I think I made it through 44. And like 44 is the period of Saturn in opposition. And that's when like that's when you really start working hard and focus on your career. And there was an astrologer that said, like, and I shared the video, that at 40, all the work you do at 44 at the age of 60, when you have your Saturn return, your second Saturn return, that's when you reap the benefits of all the hard work from like all the ages from 1 to 44, well, to 60 really. And then so just, bear in mind, health wise, spiritual wise, like all the meditation you do, gets transferred into like money and girlfriends or boyfriends, and like what a good wife, a good husband. Like all the meditation you do, that transfers to a good husband. And like, I don't know if my skin is okay, but it looks kind of okay. But like your spiritual practice gives you a good husband or a good wife. And like your if you work out, do yoga, boxing. I don't do like MMA stuff or karate or anything. Although I wish I would, but I got piercings, and like I don't want to take them off. And like I don't think I can. I can obviously, but it's just I would need, anyways. It's complicated. I wouldn't want to go to karate class and like, or taekwondo, and like take them off and then put them back on for sparring. But I would love to do sparring. I guess I should have done that a lot earlier in my life before I had piercings. But there's a good place in Mount Kisco for taekwondo. Ann's Taekwondo. I think that's what it's called. That I went to once. I went to a few times, and it was really cool. And then, but I stopped going because I was in the hospital and stuff. But, anyways, yeah, so keep working on yourself. And like every, like, 27, 44, 60, those ages, and then the age of 70 is another Saturn return. So all these Saturn oppositions and Saturn returns, you start reaping the benefits of your hard work, if you have a career, like, and if you're a banker. Well, I don't like talking about bankers, fuck them. But like, even if you're like an artist, and like you don't see the benefits, the effects of your hard work, eventually you will in a 7-year cycle. And then you'll have like a gold mine, a gold like windfall of all your hard work. And I'm seeing it now. I really am. And like, it started during Jupiter and Saturn conjunction 2020. And 2020 is very powerful Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. And it helped a lot of people, and it hurt a lot of people, but it did help a lot of people's careers. Like, I know this one girl who's a guitarist, and she's just started, during COVID, playing guitar, and then she became famous. Started playing with famous guitarists and stuff, and famous musicians, because she was practicing all during COVID. All it takes is like 10,000 hours, 10,000 hours of hard work, and then you never know where you're gonna be in those after those 10,000 hours. Just keep practicing. Like, honestly, just keep practicing. You never know where you're gonna be in that after that. And then like you can do 10,000 hours in a year, which is like highly unlikely, but like you can still do it. Or you can do it in 10 years, or 20 years, or 30 years, or 40 years, however long it takes you to master a skill, which will take you 10,000 hours, just like the Outliers, Malcolm Gladwell. Read the book by Malcolm Gladwell, Outliers, and you'll see that 10,000 hours really does affect how you live your life. Anyways, this is a long video, but if you want to listen to it more, I'll put it on YouTube. I'll keep the video rolling. I'll keep the reel rolling. And so, 10,000 hours is a theory that Malcolm Gladwell not stole, but like borrowed from somebody else. And it's 10,000 hours of practice makes you a master at something. And like, so, I've mastered a lot of things because I've had a lot of hours of hard work in yoga. And like, I think I've had at least 10,000, at least 5,000 hours of yoga within like 10 years. And like 10,000 more hours of yoga would make me like a super master, like a super guru, a super master of yoga. I had at least 10,000 hours, and not including meditation and stuff like that, which is also yoga. But anyways, so yeah, keep working hard. And like you know, check out your Saturn placement in your chart. Like if I have a Saturn in Virgo, so Saturn in Virgo in the what house? I think it's in the ninth. Oh, it's in the ninth house. So that's higher education, and so Saturn in the ninth house in Saturn in the ninth house with Virgo will slow down will retard my higher education. So I had a hard time getting my master's. It took me a long time. It took me over 10 years. It took me over 20 years really to get a master's. The associates, bachelor's and master's. It took me over, like I was at, if you're a professor at Westchester Community College, that I was there for at least 10 years, about 10 years, about 10 years at Westchester Community College, and then SUNY Purchase, and then Manhattanville College. Anyways, it's a weird thing. It's astrology, and like, I guess I should end the video because it's like I don't think I. I mean, I want to make this video really long, but like I would have to put it in YouTube. I'll put it in YouTube actually. I'll put this in YouTube, and I'll do a little preview so people can see it. And then, because I don't really do enough YouTube videos that are like really like helpful for people. So basically, I'm gonna say that like everything that you do, like look at my house, my house, look at my room, and I have an apartment in my mom's house. Look at my room. And like I don't, if you can see, it's all meticulously organized and like feng shuied out. Feng shui and vastu, those are the arts of placement, of like of putting putting all your things in order. And then so I put all my things in order, and there's nothing under the bed except for like dust and like cigarette ash, which I have to clean every now and again because it's like I'm so lazy. But like I'm not. Anyways, I'm not really that lazy. I'm not lazy, but like it gets there, so it's like I have to clean it a lot. But the thing is, like, the more you organize things, and so if you have something broken in your house, you may want to throw it away or fix it right away, because it's not good. It's not good chi. But like, if it's broken, just buy something else. Buy a new one, or buy an antique one. I'm not saying buy new. Buy antique or something that works or is working. Like if you have a broken record player, which I do right now, like I have to replace it because like it's not good chi. It's not good chi or prana to have something broken, and so I gotta replace it really soon. I should just give it away. Actually, that's what I should do. So if anybody wants my record player, let me know. If it has a cassette player and a CD player, let me know, guys. Well, I don't know. I don't know who wants it. It's broken, but it's anyways. Who cares? So yeah, and my TV's small. I want a new TV, but I'm not really. I use it for YouTube videos to practice my mantra work, to do mantrams, and then so. Anyways, but I'm, it's all about because I have a lot of fourth house energy, which is home, family, and all that stuff right now, and like so. That is indicative of me working on how my house and my home looks and how it feels, and being like part of a home that's sustainable for my mental health, my spiritual health, and my physical health. So I have weights in here, and like it's good. It's good to take care of yourself with your organization of the house, because that's where it starts. Like you wake up, you make your bed, and like you're rewarded after. When you go home, you're like, oh wow, my bed is made. Like I'm going home to a clean house, and like there's the energy there, the prana, the chi, or whatever you want to call it, is there. It's really powerful. And so the little things that I do, they're not secrets, but like, and I'm not gatekeeping, but the little things that I do with feng shui and vastu, Google feng shui remedies for things, and you'll find a lot of remedies that will help you. Like for instance, putting coins on the windowsill, like a row of coins on the windowsill. It'll help you with like iburs or like Damians, like in some way I think they attract Damians and Obers, And like it's good to have that attraction, because that it's like having an algorithm. It's like the more attractive you are, the more Damiens and Aburs, IBBURs come to you, the more like rewards you get, because people want to see you, and people want to be around you. So it's like being famous, really. And if some people just don't want to be famous, but that's one thing. And like I don't know, I mean, I guess that's just life. That's just the way they're made. But so that's what it is. And so I do a lot of placements with my I put my bookshelf in the wisdom sector, in the knowledge sector, which, and you should find out where all these sectors are: the wisdom, love sector, if you want to attract a girlfriend or a boyfriend. And like it really is helpful for you to do these things. And like even my tattoos are kind of like feng shuied out and vastued out. And like see my even my fingers, and like, so I've tattoos here. And like this one is, see, I can't show you. Yeah, I can. This one right here with the emerald is a sun tattoo. And like, see, I have like, this is a Venus yantra. This is a Venus yantra. So I make my whole body like a kind of like a feng shui attraction. It's attract feng shui. And like I have this Venus seal from King Solomon. And then I have this under the cherry is like a is the devil symbol sigil. And then so I have like the the Lilith tattoo. And then this, you know what this says? It says "Eye of God." Some people say it says "Why God." I think they're just joking around with me. Maybe it doesn't look like that, but this is a transcription of my original drawing. And so it shows up in my book. But this is a white buffalo, and that's why it's not filled in. This is a white buffalo, and there's a theory, not theory, but there's a mythology of like white buffaloes in the Lakotas, the Native Americans, the Lakotas, that say like once the white buffalo is born, then like the whole world changes, and rainbow children and like and indigo children will like help heal the world. And then so I have this love rune. This is rune, the one. And then this lattice work is Papa Legba, is Papa Legba. And if you know the story of the crossroads, and you know that the crossroads, you meet Papa Legba. And like it's a weird story. But like you meet Papa Legba and you sell your soul to the devil, or make a pact with him or her, because there's Mama Legba. You make a pact with the demon, and to get whatever you want: fame, money, a good job, a good career, a good husband, a good wife. Choose wisely. But I mean, I'm not sure, but like I think you can choose a lot of things. You just gotta ask for it, and like you have to give Papa Legbo something. It's an exchange. It's like energy exchange. Just like when you're dating somebody, you're exchanging your beauty for this person's like personality or time or money. And like it shouldn't be like that. Like exactly, like if you in the beginning, it's like I like you and you like me. And then but like you gain something from being around like a smart person. Like you become smarter. And like if you're beautiful, then they gain like being around a beautiful person, and like loving a beautiful person. And even like if you have a beauty skin a skin routine, then they gain that skin routine, they learn about it, and like they get more beautiful, whatever, all that stuff. And that's just, anyways, I'm not rambling. I'm just telling you all these things that I know that could help you. And like anyways, I'm going back to Saturn. Like I'm really obsessed with Saturn, really, because like I have a Capricorn rising. So that's like the self. And like that's the soul is Capricorn for me. So that's the devil. And like, or Saturn. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna say for now. And like it's a 24-minute video, so I'm gonna put it up on YouTube. Okay, fuck you guys.